I'm continuing my reading here, and what I am doing in this series is to read through the entire standard works of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. This consists of the Bible, the Book of Mormon, the Doctrine and Covenants, and the Pearl of Great Price. I am reading in chronological order according to events, not according to publication or volume, so I will be skipping around just a little bit as I go along. Right now, I am reading in the book of Job. Job would have lived sometime in the time period of the ancient patriarchs, either near the end of Genesis or in the last half of Genesis or the first half of Exodus. So I am inserting it here after reading a portion of Exodus just to put it in approximately where it goes. Right now I'm in chapter 3, so let us read. Chapter 3. Job curses the day and services of his birth. He asks, "Why died I not from the womb?" After this opened Job his mouth and cursed his day. And Job spake and said, "Let the day perish wherein I was born, and the night in which it was said, there is a man-child conceived. Let that day be darkness. Let not God regard it from above, neither let the light shine upon it. Let darkness and the shadow of death stain it. Let a cloud dwell upon it. Let the blackness of the day terrify it. As for that night, let darkness seize upon it. Let it not be joined unto the days of the year. Let it not come into the number of the months. Lo, let that night be solitary. Let no joyful voice come therein. Let them curse it that curse the day, who are ready to raise up their mourning. Let the stars of the twilight thereof be dark. Let it look for light, but have none. Neither let it see the dawning of the day, because it shut not up the doors of my mother's womb, nor hid sorrow from mine eyes. I love this lament. This is a great lament. This is where we really see the poetry of Job. The first part was the prologue. As we wrote, the first 2 chapters were a prologue. We'd have in play form, as I mentioned before, we'd have the actors coming on and talking and doing their thing. Now we get the monologues of the primary play. This is the epic poetry. And just listen to these words of Job. My birthday, take it out of the calendar. Erase it from history. Make it so not even God can remember the day that I was born. Darken the stars that lit the night. Get rid of the sun. Make it unexistent. That's what he's saying. But just look at the beauty of this. This is stunning literature. It's stunning poetry. I love this. Anyways, verse 11. Why died I not from the womb? Why did I not give up the ghost when I came out of the belly? Why did the knees prevent me? Or why the breasts that I should suck? For now should I have lain still and been quiet. I should have slept, then had I been at rest, with kings and counselors of the earth, which built desolate places for themselves. Or with princes that had gold, who filled their houses with silver, or as in hidden untimely birth I had not been, as infants which never saw light. So a couple of idioms here, a couple of phrases here. Why did the knees prevent me? This is alternate Hebrew translation should be receive. So why did my mother put me on her lap? Why did the breasts give me suck? Why did she nurse me? Why didn't I just die? And then that last one. And so if I died then, well, I'd be at rest with kings and with counselors and princes. Or maybe I could have just been a miscarriage and never have lived at all. But just look at the way he's wording this. Or as a hidden untimely birth, I had not been as infants which never saw the light. This is a miscarriage. Why couldn't I have just been a miscarriage? I mean, why did I even need to live for 1 minute, 1 second? Why didn't you just let me, just leave me alone? Anyways, verse 17. There the wicked cease from troubling, and there the weary be at rest. There the prisoners rest together, they hear not the voice of the oppressor. The small and great are there, and the servant is free from his master. Wherefore is light given to him that is in misery, and life unto the bitter soul, which long for death, but it cometh not, and dig for it more than for hid treasures, which rejoice exceedingly, and are glad when they can find the grave. Why is light given to a man whose way is hid, and whom God hath hedged in? For my sighing cometh before I eat, and my roarings are poured out like the waters. For the thing which I greatly feared is come upon me, and that which I was afraid of is come unto me. I was not in safety, neither had I rest, neither was I quiet, yet trouble came. Job's lament here is just so beautiful. Because he's going through, why did I go? Erase my birthday from history. Take it out of the calendar. Make it so even God doesn't remember it. Why didn't I die when I was born? Why was I nursed by my mother? Why did they take care of me? Why didn't they just let me die when I was young? Then I could be resting with kings and princes. Maybe miscarriage. Maybe a miscarriage would have been better than living the life I am now. Because if I was dead, I would be at rest with all these people up in heaven. No more worries, no more strife, no more oppressors, no more slaves, just everybody at peace. But I don't get that. I get to suffer. I get to suffer when I was already having I was not in safety. So I didn't die when, you know what? It just occurred to me. I don't know. This is a thought that just popped in my head, but I was not in safety. Neither had I rest, neither was I quiet. Yet trouble came. I was not in safety. Could that be a reference to the age of accountability? Could Job be saying that he has already lived long enough that he is accountable now? That is an interesting thought. I'm not sure. Because everything else before this, he's saying, if I died as a child, I would be at rest. I'd be with all these people up in heaven where there is no suffering. But now, I was not in safety. Neither had I rest, neither was I quiet. I mean, he has grown up. He is no longer, he has passed the age of accountability, and he has been working his entire time. He has been teaching. He has been helping people. He's been doing what he could. And now trouble has come to him. And yet trouble has come. So this is a common complaint that a lot of people have in modern as that laptop. Yet trouble came. So I've been doing everything right. I've been working my butt off here trying to do everything right. And yet I am suffering this. Why? But I don't know. That phrase, I was not in safety. That just strikes me. Most likely, I have to go back because I don't know. That was an interesting thought, but I'm actually probably wrong there. I think this whole thing is just saying that he was out working. He was not keeping himself comfortable. He was not staying at home where he was safe. He was going out and doing things. He was helping others. He was working. He was trying to be a good man, and yet trouble came to him. So that's probably what it means. But man, that was a thought that came to mind, and I don't know. So I'm going to leave it here before I boggle my own head, and I'll see you in the next one.